it's a product of our environment. You know what I'm saying? You have choices. You can either go to school or
that's
you can
an
go.
excuse.
No, it's not an excuse. It's the truth. If I grow up and all my friends don't go to school and I'm the only one that go to school and all my friends drug deal, what you think I'm gonna follow after?
Why would you be following
because
instead
it's
of
fast money.
That's a choice.
Fast money.
It's always a choice.
Right,
that's
but
an
and then
excuse right
at the
there.
end of the day, you're gonna choose to go with what?
No,
the flashy, what's making money fast right
you
now.
You can't say that you're gonna choose that.
Based off seeing is what I'm. That's what I'm saying.
What you
based on
think,
what I saw growing up is why I'm saying
the perception of that is messed up because a lot of people get caught up in that life because it works for somebody doesn't mean that it'll necessarily work for you.
That's a
just
fact,
like school.
though.
Dr. Slim in the building.
Yo, I agree with Slim.
I'm just
I agree with Slim.
School necessarily works for some people as it does. You know what I'm saying? As compared to other people. Some people could do the street life, survive, come up, all that shit. Go to school, do that whole thing, and come up. At the end of the day, it don't work for everybody. Because you see dudes out here that's making bread, doing their thing in the streets, living good, and then you see you trying to come up now, go in the streets, and then you end up getting bodied in a year or so. You know what I'm saying?
That's where school. That's where street smarts and book smarts come in, bro. If you know you're not a street dude, don't, like you said, it's choices. People do make choices. Certain people is gonna make that choice because of what they see, and certain people is gonna be like, you know what? I'm going this route because this route is gonna lead me to here at the end of the day.
But they just expect. But
fast money changes a lot of people's minds, bro.
The situation done changed. A few years ago, I wouldn't agree with this question. I'd have been like, it's not a choice because a lot of us don't have no choice to come out the streets what we're born into. But now, these youngins are legitimately choosing to leave their safe suburban lifestyles and go play in the streets. And that's on us. We made that look cool. We made that street life look cool. It's not just the music, bro. It's the music. It's the big homies, it's the OGs, it's the older people, that's society in general. You can't tell me it's a reason why these dudes in Gwinnett in these suburban houses bigger than anything I ever lived in my life is choosing to run to the block, run to the city, pick up a flag, a tool, and a pen, and try to gangbang. That's not your friends.
It's not even that. It's not even that.
It's that stigma that we push that street lifestyle is cool.
Fast money. It can't even be that
black people love fast money.
People said it's so real coming from the street. Because I be in the street every day, all day. Like, I'm a street dude, you feel me?
On the block, by myself.
On the block, by myself, doing what I gotta do. With the hoodie on. I live in the desert, you feel me? No bragging or none of that. But at the end of the day, when I am in the street, I do see a lot of people who do not even need to be in the street. So I agree with people's though. I agree with them.
Everybody has right opinions. I'm not saying everybody's wrong opinions, but influences of the friends has a lot to do with it, bro.
It should not be like that. If your friends are influencing you to do something you've never done before, those are not the people you need to be around. You need to be around like-minded people.
I mean, sometimes it's.
But that's where you grow up.
People that hold on real quick. Hold on. Can I point something out? You see how we came with all these reasons? Everybody had different reasons. Some of these reasons was from outside influences, and we named a lot of these reasons that is stuff that we can fix. But as black people, as a community, we never sit there and be like, all right, if I fix these 6 out of 10 things, it's actually our fault. The ratio gonna go up.
Facts.
So it's gonna be less of it's so many of us in the streets and less in school than what we dealing with right now. But instead, we rather sit here and be like, all right, well, we got 10 problems. I can't fix all of them, so I'm not gonna fix none of them. And that's really why we get stuck in these situations.
It's black people.
Peer pressure is a hell of a drug, though.
Yo, peer pressure, hell of a drug. If it's 5 of y'all and 4 out of 5 of y'all, you and your mans is doing this, and that in the street, it don't necessarily mean that you have to make that choice to feel like just because they doing it, I gotta do it. Nah.
Right. Understandable. But then again,
in most cases, they're gonna drag him into it.
I was just
come on, I'm getting this money, man.
But what you doing?
You playing. Why you not getting no money with
Monkey see, monkey do.
But at the end of the day, you still have to be a strong person and tell them, yo, that's not me.
I have a question.
And at the end of the day, me as a street NIGGA and other street NIGGAs could relate. Like, if somebody that's not a part of, if he's not with the shits, and somebody be like, yo, I'm not that type. We gonna respect him and be like, yo, son is not about that type, and we gonna let him do what he do. You feel me?
Little baby going to college.
You feel me? And because I agree with.
But I do have a question. if your child decides not to go to college, will you be upset?
No, hell no.
Depends on what they talking about.
It depends on what the goals are. It depends on what the goals are.
When they say he's not going to school because he want to wash cars,
He has an idea of what he wants to do, but you know he doesn't have the plan.
That's as
or
parents.
you know he can't come to you like, Dad, I want to do this so that I can
But
do
why
this,
not?
this, and
It
this.
shouldn't be that he can't. He should be able to. And the issue is that, and it's not a bad thing because parents always want better for them, for their children, being that, you know, they may have went through some things. But it's like your parents might have an expectation of you as soon before you're even born. Your mom's like, oh, my daughter's gonna do this, da da da, blah
Facts,
blah.
though.
So when you come out, regardless of what you want to do, they're trying to push you in that direction that they see. They don't even. It shouldn't be like that. It should be
Basically,
okay,
rebel.
son, daughter. What do you like to do? Or as they're growing, you're such a good parent that you catch on like, oh, my child likes to do this. So instead of them not having a plan and you trying to push them to do something they really don't know nothing about, you don't know if it's for them. Why not work on that plan while you watching your child grow? You feel me? Like it's always clear as day.
Kind of sounds like a parent's problem.
I
though.
think not even a parent's
Yeah.
problem, but I think that what people tend to dismiss, not everybody, but a few people tend to dismiss that
Most people.
you should always have a plan B. And
Most
if you
people.
don't have a plan B, you know what I'm saying? So if your child, you know, to answer your question, if your child comes to you and says, hey, mom, dad, I want to do X, Y, Z, just all you have to do is say, I'm not gonna shoot your dreams down. If that's something that you want to do as the parent, if it's something that you think makes sense, support that child 100%.
100%.
But tell them and say, hey, if that's what you're gonna do, stick to it 100%, but always have a plan B. If you don't have a plan B, you need to figure out a plan B before you jump into whatever you're doing.
Opportunities and experience,
Networking,
Only if it's for you.
all of that.
If it is for you, if it's for you.
100%. Say that again, peoples.
If school ain't for you, it's gonna be a waste of time. So you gotta be
And
open
then
to
as
letting
a
your
parent,
child follow
that's where
your
you, as a
dreams
parent, you just gotta
constructively.
be supportive of whatever choice they
You gotta do your job right and trust you to do your job.
Sometimes the streets be a waste of time too.
Facts. I know
because you only end up two places.
trying to
On a
read with
t-shirt.
35.
More than half of the time.
Nah, it's more than 2 places.
More than
Well,
half
that's
of the
true.
time.
You end up on
Grave, jail,
on a t-shirt.
You
Bro.
got Nelson Heights.
Yo,
Rich.
147 kids back in jail because you on child support.
147.
Hey,
Who you know 147 kids?
Yo, what's that dude that had like 30 kids? And his child support like $1 or something
it
like that?
happens,
He's lit.
What?
I was
Yeah.
forced it.
yo, it happens. No, it happens though.
So, okay.
I'm just saying, the parents, if your kid decide he don't want to go to school or whatever, don't shun them. Don't isolate them. Talk to them and figure out ways that can make things better.
Be more into your kid's life.
Truth is.
honestly, if you raise your child right, by the time they get to the age that they
14,
either
15,
going
16.
to college.
It ain't no right way.
No, I mean, what you mean it ain't no right?
Yes,
There-
right.
right.
14,
there is a
15,
right
16?
It's a way of having compassion and stuff. I mean, yeah, there's an obvious wrong way, but it ain't no right way. Everybody's child is gonna be different.
I'm saying,
Every
but
parent's gonna be
if
different.
you raise your child the right way, then by the time they reach that age, they should be able to make a decision on their own whether they're gonna go to school.
Society
But
is
they're very
perplexing
much
though.
young.
Society is a challenge though.
That's a fact.
Raising right and all that stuff. Because you have these people, they say church girls are the worst and all that stuff. Like
They are.
it's a fact because if you
First
keep,
of all-
if you keep hold on, if you keep
talking
certain
from experience.
if you I'm not saying I'm not talking from experience, but at the same time it's like if you keep certain
I am.
if you keep the mind like sheltered, like it wants to, you know what I'm saying?
It's gonna
you
go.
But
feel
that's
wants to
wrong
blow.
parenting.
It wants to
That's
blow.
not
That's-
right
that's the
parenting,
thing.
'cause that's restraint. That's not giving your child the
No, but at the
opportunity
same
to
time, you
practice
feel,
their
but
will.
as a parent, you feel like that's the right that you're doing something right with
look,
them.
Nah, but listen, there's a difference between being a parent and just shutting somebody's dreams down.
Being there and not being there.
I love my parents. They've been there. They do anything for me, but I can't talk to them about certain things because they always gonna be like, yo, go to school and get a job, and they don't want to hear nothing.
Old fashioned.
Nothing
Sorry to
else.
cut you off, bro. Old fashioned. Old
I
fashioned
can't
parents.
talk to my parents. It would have been nice to be able to grow up and be able to say, hey, be young and say, yo,
Have an understanding.
what's this? Or can I, you feel me? Instead, the first thing I say is gonna be yeah. No. It makes you not want to talk to some. It makes you not want to talk to them.
And that's where kids choose the street.
I mean, the Caribbean household is a struggle, man, because
any household,
same in the country.
Any household,
it's just being old-fashioned. It really puts a lot of pressure on.
I was about to say,
It puts a lot of pressure on the child.
Our parents is kind of old school and old fashioned.
My parents were both military.
Yeah, I was about to say your parents is military.
FOA. Mine too. That's why they talk about Caribbean
Kept me on
parents
the
more
board.
strict than American parents.
They're old fashioned.
We're in the military.
In a sense.
The military, the brainwashing
wait,
our
wait,
parents.
wait,
They
wait.
strict.
I understand though. American parents, at least y'all kind of understand
What's
a little
going
bit what's
on
going
beforehand?
Like, not saying that Caribbean parents don't understand, it's just that
They're old fashioned.
they don't care about nothing else.
They're old fashioned, bro.
Feel me? Like,
They came here with a straight goal.
at least your parents, growing up, they might listen to a little hip hop, understand you a little bit. Our parents, there's none of that.
None of that.
That first song go on, what? Oh,
Don't want to hear it.
feel me?
That's a fact. Too much booze in.
Alright, man. We're gonna go to a couple songs real quick. We're gonna be right back with
Comment.
our
With the hot topic.
With the
Comment.
hot topic of
How
the
you
day,
want to
man.
feel?
Skirt, skirt. Amber voice.
Tell everybody tune in. It's the mix up. Woo! It's that time
All set. Woo.
for the hot topic of the night.
Drop top.
So, I'm gonna let people take this away. People explain to them what happened, why it happened, if you know how it happened.
Where it happened.
Y'all childish. But a few days ago, Disney Channel aired its first ever same-sex kissing scene on air. This wasn't like, when they aired it, it was in the background. There was other action going on. It was probably on the screen for like maybe 2 seconds. And nobody really caught that it happened until people started screenshotting and posting the next day. You feel me? So now everybody's up in arms about it, about whether or not it's appropriate, and everybody has really strong opinions on it. I posted this earlier, and it's still, the comments are still coming in. There's somewhere like 60, 70 right now. And people are really arguing over this. I'm gonna keep my opinions succinct on it, because I've been holding my tongue all day. These comments been going crazy. Lamar was in my comments going ham. L Boogie was trying to educate people on life.
Thank you.
Here's my opinion on this. And I feel like black people really should, like, I don't know, we gotta be more open-minded with this situation.
Listen.
First off, a lot of the opposing arguments is what really makes me have a strong opinion about this, because most people is like, it's influencing the kids. You cannot turn somebody gay. That's impossible. You cannot make somebody turn gay. If your kid's gay, your kid's gay. If your kid's not gay, your kid's not gay. The honest thing is, these parents don't want to have that conversation with these kids too early, and I understand that. Disney Channel is not the right venue for them to be expressing certain things to certain kids, but this was aired on a show for teenagers. This wasn't on a kids show. It wasn't even during the time when kids are watching TV. This is for teenagers. These are kids at an age to where you as parents should have already explained to them how the world works. They should not be finding this out for the first time on TV. And if they are finding out for the first time on TV, guess what's going to happen when they see it? It's going to catch their attention. They don't know what's going on. If they already understand it, they probably wouldn't even have noticed that scene in the screen. And then there's the religious aspect. I'm a Christian. I've been a Christian all my life. I was raised Baptist. You feel me? I'm from the country. But nowhere in the Bible, if you want to be honest, nowhere in the Bible does it say that anything about being gay is a sin. If you want to be real about it. They talk about sodomites. And if that's the case, if you go home at any point in the night on that Henny and you put it in your girl butt, you're a sodomite. You're going to hell.
It do.
Guess what?
What Bible?
It does, my man.
It does.
What Bible are you reading?
First off,
Let him speak.
First off,
Hold on, wait.
Let him speak.
Because it do though.
It does. It does.
It says man to man.
Thank you. I was just about to say that.
It doesn't say woman to woman. It's the same.
It doesn't matter. Man
Look.
to man
Wait. At
covers
those times when they said man, it meant like mankind. So
I
it
know
went for
exactly.
both. You feel me?
Preach.
So it said man to man was you gonna get fire in hell.
Preach.
So at the end of the day, that means that's wrong, B. It didn't say he was going to heaven for doing that.
Okay.
Thank you,
okay,
bro.
Look. I'm not even gonna argue the point. Let's look. Like Moses said, that says you're going to hell for that sin, right?
Mankind.
Guess what? Let me tell you a secret. Every other sin in the Bible is just as bad as that same sin he just named.
Exactly.
Why is it that we try to level up these sins? There is no greater sin than the next.
Did you
That
know
comes from
sinners
God.
broke the Bible, murderers, drunks, all of that?
And that's why
Bro,
You cannot tell me that you have the right to pass judgment. It's only God is supposed to do on the next man for what he does. At what point is Lil Ray down the street sucking up his boyfriend affecting your life? At what point?
Exactly. Why is it such a big deal that I don't want my child to watch this kind of programming? It's not that I have close family members that are LGBT. So I'm not anti-LGBT. I'm just pro-black, and I want my children to see a black woman and a black man together so that they know that that's what it's supposed to be. And I'm not fooling with the MF's Hell Live vision at all. So my children, no Love and Hip Hop, no Real Housewives, no music videos, and I guess no more Disney.
You can't.
Nobody is making your kids watch that.
But you can decide what programming you want your child to.
And that's on you as a parent.
You're also making the choice for your child at that point.
You're gonna make your child go explore.
Exactly.
That's true. Not if I let them know what's going on.
Let Lamar Montana know when he can butt in.
What it is, I don't want to shelter my children. I definitely want to let them know their aunt.
That's the way it's sheltered.
You know, like very close family members are like this. And I'm really glad that our country is at a point where they're so accepting of no matter what you are, who you are. It's just my personal.
I don't agree. Lamar Montana.
You're right, Dollar.
on public TV.
But I can't.
On TV.
But look, this is my question.
On TV.
My man.
Why is
On
this
TV.
such an issue with seeing homosexuality, which you cannot turn no child gay? But wait, what you can
Let
turn
Lamar
somebody
Montana
into
know.
is a criminal, a thug, somebody violent. You can make somebody, you can influence somebody to have no respect for women, to think violence against women is okay. We don't say nothing about that. You'll let your kids watch Shotters right now and Belly right now and won't have no issues. No issues. Right now, you let your kids,
that's their
not
culture.
you, but mad people's let their kids watch whatever is going on and getting influenced into drugs and violence and thinking that's okay. But we up in arms about them seeing two dudes kiss. That's not gonna make my son go out and kiss no dude because I'm gonna raise him right. But what might influence him is always seeing this, all I get is bitches and hoes and these women ain't shit and da-da-da-da. He gonna grow up confused when I'm telling him to respect his women.
If you are letting him,
if you
listen
be mad
to
about
music,
this, be mad about everything.
If you are because I posted this earlier, right? Thing is wrong, but at the end of the day, bro, this is a limitation to things. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. My fault.
Balance.
Hold on. Let me ask you a question. In the 90s, when we was watching Hey Arnold in these shows, were they showing that? Answer the question.
Ernie been gay. Ernie been gay, son.
Just answer the question for me. Hold on.
Yes, Ernie been gay. They slept in the same bed together.
First of all,
I don't care what y'all say.
they're not promoting
It was more discreet.
Whoever asked
there you go. Say it again.
The crumbs in the
Hold
bed.
on.
It was
Say
more
it.
discreet.
Exactly.
But it's still
Now
very
they don't
discreet.
care. They don't care.
It's
I don't
still
care.
very
I don't care if
discreet.
they show it in adult shows, bro.
It's
But
still very
What I'm
discreet.
trying to say is, I don't care if they show it in the adult shows, because at the end of the day, as adults, we can control that. As parents, we can control that. But when you're stooping down to kids from the ages of 1 to 12 who don't know any better, at the end of the day, from 1 to 12, they don't know no better, bro. Really and truly.
Kids come out the wound gay.
No, they don't. No, they do not. No, they do not. No, they do not. Hold on. Everyone, one more point. I'm gonna let y'all speak. One more point. She brought up something. I'm gonna let y'all say what y'all gotta say. But that is so not true, because like I just said, they do not know how. First of all, they're inside their seed. How you gonna tell them? Yeah, you know what? You're gay. You're gonna be gay. You're gonna like boys.
So
you can't do that. You don't know that.
Nobody explain to 2 and 3 and 4-year-olds girls
Exactly,
just go in the room and put on their mommy shoes.
Bro, that's feminine. That's feminism. They can try those things out.
What you were saying?
Estrogen levels, it's estrogen levels in their genes that is abnormal to other human beings. Like there's estrogen levels.
It's a whole genetic.
Yeah, it's a whole genetic thing where people are born.
They're adding that.
They're not adding that.
Listen, now
They're
listen.
not adding that.
Hold on, now listen.
They're not adding
The
that.
same shit we arguing about right now. Y'all know in that same clip, 10 seconds later, 2 girls was kissing.
Yeah, and nobody
It's
is
wrong.
worried about
Wait,
that.
y'all lying.
But it's still
all wrong.
Girls kiss all day on TV and nobody says nothing.
Yes, they do, bro. What are you talking about? A lot of people saying things, but it's just not as. It's just not
Keep
as
it fucking with
public
yourself
as you
right now.
got.
Keep it
No,
fucking with
I'm being-
yourself right now.
Listen, bro. I
Keep it-
understand.
answer my question. Keep it fucking with
listen,
yourself
our
right now, bro.
preference,
What he's
our
saying is
preference,
real.
it has nothing to do with everybody else's preference, bro. You gotta remember that. Just because certain guys
all
like
watch
two
the
guys,
same TV.
listen, bro. But it's two guys like that, cool. But then there's other people who's like,
not
nah,
cool.
that's abomination.
But you gotta think.
That's abomination.
Choice thing. Can I just?
That's abomination.
You
whether it's
cannot
guy
tell
or
me-
girl, bro.
You can't tell me that you can influence a child to be gay, bro. You want to know why I don't believe that? I grew up in a house with nothing but women until I was damn near 10. There was no dudes around. I was with my mom, my aunt, my cousins. There was no dudes. There wasn't even a dude around to tell me you gotta pee when you stand up. There was no dudes. I'm the straightest dude you know right now, V. I gets it in. I done got mine. You feel me?
understand that.
So you can't tell me you can turn a child gay by feminine influence.
Yo, can I?
No,
Your
I'm not
child
saying
is either
that
gay or
either.
not.
Yo, can I?
At the end of the day,
can I
he's
say something real
gonna
quick?
choose whether when he gets older, when he knows.
Nah.
When he
It
knows.
don't work like that, bro.
Wait,
Nah.
before you say it,
Yeah.
doing it
It's not always a
to
choice.
teens,
It's not always a choice.
to teens is the worst time when you could do that.
Thank you.
Because when they're a teenager, when you hit that teenager age,
Hold on.
that's when you really start to like.
Mingle.
Smell
You
yourself.
start to
So you
think.
think when you was a
start to
teenager,
think.
if you had been seeing this on
Surely.
TV, it would influence you to try dudes?
Hold up.
Everybody's. Hold on, wait.
Now,
Everybody's different.
Before you
Everybody,
Yeah, and some
everybody's
people are
different.
different by
Hey,
being gay.
hold on.
Speak.
Everybody's different, and not everybody is the same mentally. So, depending on what's going on, yes, just like you be pressured by your friend to do something.
Nah,
If you
That's
like
true.
dudes,
Yo,
you like dudes. If you
I
don't,
wanna,
you
I
don't.
wanna,
It's
I
that
wanna
simple.
disagree. I wanna disagree. Lamar
Right now, if you
Montana.
poll 1,000 gay people, none of them are gonna say I got turned gay.
Lamar Montana. I wanna disagree with a lot of things y'all saying because, first of all, you are not born no way, my nigga.
You're not gay. You don't know.
My nigga.
Keep that in mind.
Exactly.
You're not gay, so you don't know how that works. You don't know how that
How
works.
are you gonna say
you're a
you're born
straight
that
man,
way?
so you have no choice.
Exactly.
It's the
Because
same
the
thing
gay
as
people
not
say
being
they
born
go
that
born
way.
that
There
way.
are
Hold on,
people-
All
hold
we
on.
can do is take their
Hold
word.
Hey.
Hold on.
Hold on, but
It's
You are
proven to be
not.
genetic.
You are not born and thinking you're gay. You're not born that
You're
way.
born a man and a
Just-
You're
female.
not born that way.
That's it.
If you're
You're
gonna
That
be
is,
born a man or
that is,
female,
hold on, let me speak. Yo, that is a taught action.
No, it's not.
hold on.
Absolutely not.
That
You are
argument
absolutely
is
wrong.
debatable. It's
You are
debatable.
absolutely
It's
wrong.
debatable.
There's
because-
gay couple.
All
Hey,
time.
hold on. That
Yo,
argument-
hold on,
If
yo.
you
That whole
grew
thing
up,
is too
if
deep.
you grew up as a person and never knew what the word gay is or knew what the action gay is,
You just
you
always
would
feel
never
ignorant.
be
You
gay.
know what I'm talking
Okay,
about.
okay. And I'm gonna tell you how you're wrong. And I'm gonna tell you how you're wrong. I'm gonna tell you how you're wrong because I'm gay. And I'm gonna tell you how you're wrong because at 8 years old, I'm Lahan Jazz, by the way. How you doing? At 8 years old in the 3rd grade, and first of all, let's not talk about teenagers.
That's not
but
born.
Teenager is not when we go through the whole sexual experience. That's a lie.
That's a lie.
We always kids. Let's not lie.
That's good.
We
I
started
agree.
experience sex from 8 years old, 5 years old, from little ass kids.
Damn.
No, keep going.
Kissing our little best friends. Like, oh, that's my best friend. Come on. Y'all know better than that. That's number one. Number two, at 8 years old, there was
That's
no
not
influence.
born.
There was no listen. From 1 years old to 8 years old, there was no influence on me in my household, from the media, from society about gay. I had no idea what gay was. Everything growing up. And while we grew up in the 90s, was all about straight. Straight was the right direction.
That's a fact.
Gay was wrong.
I know her. That's a fact.
Right, keep
So
talking.
this is
At one point,
the environment
like
Let her
dudes.
speak. Let her
Exactly.
speak.
The environment that I
Yeah.
grew up in had no influence on my sexuality whatsoever. However, I knew at 8 years old that I was into girls. And I knew that it was something that I wanted to experiment.
What about?
Hear me out. Hear me out.
All right, just go.
Hear me out. And
Facts.
this is the issue that I have with people having an issue with it being shown on Disney Channel as a lifestyle, because what happened, that was taken away from me as a kid. I didn't get to see that on social media. It wasn't shown to me that gay was a lifestyle.
Social media.
It
made you
was
feel alienated.
It made me feel like it was wrong. It made me feel like that's not the way of life I'm supposed to be living. Everybody in the world is straight, so this is right. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So I took the route of being straight until I was a grown adult, to where I could actually really experience my sexuality on a high-end level, to where it was just like, wait a minute, you're not really happy living this life as a straight woman. This is not for you. And I was missing something up until the point where until I came out.
I understand what you're saying, but do you agree with me that is wrong?
There's nothing wrong about that. First of all, you can't tell people how to live and what they like. But look, hold on. This is supporting where she's coming from, like, or even what you're saying. Hold on. Shh. Because all you keep repeating over, we heard 10 times, is that you're not born with it.
We got somebody calling in.
Nah, he can hold on real quick. Because
let him speak. You speak. You'll finish when you're done. Come on.
Yo, it's the mix-up. Who this?
Just hold on.
It's dread. I just wanted to ask the young lady that was speaking if who she was staying with as she was growing up, all the way to 8 years old.
I lived with my grandmother and my father and my aunts.
Okay, so at 8 years old, how did you come about to saying like you're gay? Like you just knew it. How did you just know?
So this is the exact conversation. I'll never forget it. I went up to my dad. I came home from school one day. I went up to my dad and I had no idea what gay was. Exactly what I said to my dad was like, Daddy, I think God messed up. I think I'm supposed to be a boy. I'm into all the things that boys are into.
Keep going.
No, I'm not. She's and this is speaking from
this
her
is from
chilling
no
with
idea,
us.
and this is from no idea of knowing
her homegirls
what
was
gay
strictly
is,
girly
what
girls too, by
sexuality
the way.
is at an 8-year-old.
Keep going.
I just felt like the world portrayed that guys were supposed to be with girls, and I like girls, so I'm just like, maybe I'm supposed to be a guy. And that's literally the conversation that I had with my dad at 8 years old.
So majority of the time, you with your father.
Majority of the time was I with my father? No, actually, technically, majority of the time I was with my grandmother.
Like I'm talking about like going outside, like seeing different things, viewing the world. Like you with your grandmother or with your father?
Yeah, I was with my grandmother. My grandmother took me shopping in Macy's every weekend, every Sunday, to the movies at Macy's.
Jazzy was fleet, y'all. She was fleet.
At King's Plaza movie theater every weekend. I was mainly with my grandmother because my father was working. But what is the point that you try to make that I grew up with my father?
I'm asking these questions because me, as I was growing up, these things were abolished in my crib. This was known to be fire.
You mad Caribbean, huh?
You don't do this.
Rastafari.
And I'm agreeing. I'm telling.
Not to sound funny or anything, but I really be serious about this topic because people say like, oh, I know I'm this and I know I'm that. But if you grow up in a house as to where you were restricted to learning this, that, and the third,
you would never do it.
Grow up saying, oh,
okay, and I have a point. I didn't grow up in that type of household. I grew up in a household the opposite. It was even to the point as an older teenager, I was kissing my girlfriend and got caught by my grandmother and got beat with a fucking curtain rod.
Damn.
Because
Caribbean.
There's a difference between being taught something and something being embedded in you. Your parents have to constantly speak.
Okay, and that's the same point.
And that's to drive it out. Exactly. To later find out that they are that kind of
how you came about.
So you're making. Let me tell you something. Your Caribbean parent is making that choice for you. Is exactly what.
Hold on.
Let everybody.
I'm gonna tell you why.
One voice.
Because it takes a man and a woman to reproduce.
How did you come to be here? That's what
It takes so many people on the planet already to reproduce.
And I have a response to that. If the reproductive system, if sex was set up just for the reproductive system, why is there a pleasure? Why is there a pleasure additive to sex if it was only here for us to reproduce?
Because that person that you did not get that pleasure from could be somebody else that you get that pleasure from. What are you talking about?
Hold on.
Because the person that you thought, I only said
she
that.
just said some deep stuff though. Did
No,
you
that's what I said though.
You gotta listen to
What I
her.
said.
Lamar, listen to what she
Yeah,
said.
you just gotta
I
cut
heard
it.
what she said.
Listen
I
to what
said
she
the
said.
person that she did not find.
I feel like with this conversation, what you were taught and what your parents taught you, while there's someone in the room that lives that lifestyle and telling you how they came to be, it doesn't matter what you're talking about, what your parents taught you.
The person that she did not find pleasure
from
was probably not the person she needed to find pleasure from.
Regardless, what if she's like
Let me tell y'all why this is dangerous. Look,
what if she's like titties and coochie?
that mentality, approaching raising your kids with that mentality is dangerous. For one, it's like Dre was just talking about. If you tell your kids how wrong it is to be gay and your kid is not gay, that's one thing. They're going to grow up perpetuating that knowledge. Right. If your kid is gay and you tell them it's wrong to be gay their whole life, you know what they're going to do? They're going to lie to themselves and try to pretend that they're not gay and be unhappy, depressed, suicidal, and murderous.
That's only because it was taught from someone that said, yeah, being gay is fine.
Bro,
that's crazy. And we was just talking about earlier where you tell your parents tell you not to do some shit, you still do it. If they told you don't smoke weed, go to school, what you did? You still rolled up that blunt.
But that's not the same as being gay.
Hold on.
You're right.
You're right. But wait.
It's just an option, bro.
I think that one thing that we tend to
No, it's not.
Yo, Dre, hold on, boy, hold on. This model just come into the building.
I think that one thing that we tend to dismiss is the fact that
You need a mic, bro.
we come from a different time and age. You know,
that plays a part in it.
Options.
So
we got too many
the
options.
exposure for the youth nowadays
doesn't make it right though.
It's completely different. Because you think about when we was younger, we didn't have social media, we didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Eventually we had
But
like,
you still had gay people, did you not?
Yeah,
one of the viewers just texted me and wanted me to let y'all know that you cannot use sex for reproduction as an argument against gay people because you still put a condom on. If you're not having a baby with every girl you have sex with, you cannot say sex reproduction is just an argument for gay people.
Wait.
Because most of us have sex. A lot of us have sex and don't even have kids. You got any kids? You got any kids? Sex without making babies is a sin.
Listen.
Sex without making babies is a sin.
Okay,
this mixup radio, there was
sex without marriage.
That was evolution in a mixture of species.
Yo,
that happened.
You put a condom on. Condoms were made by mankind. That's a dub.
You're absolutely right.
What I'm talking about? I'm all for being natural here, bro. We was born. The way we came in the world was natural. Nobody controlled that.
Nobody.
Okay. Can't nobody say the way I was brought into this world, the right way is man and woman.
You're right.
You can't take a woman and make a baby. You can't take a man and make a baby. But it's not natural. It is not natural. It's not natural. It's not natural.
Let's explore this natural thing.
It's not no natural hair.
Let's get scientific.
That's not the argument.
Everything is unnatural.
Hold on. Wait. Slow down.
Trying to take the subject and
Let's be scientific
Who
about
defined
it.
natural?
Do you know there's only two species on this planet that have sex for recreation? Us and dolphins.
Okay.
A dolphin will get us and dolphins, the only two species on this planet that have sex for recreation. We're the only two living organisms on the planet who will go hump something to bust a nut. Not just to reproduce. And do you know a dolphin, if you get in the water right now as a grown ass man and that dolphin's horny, he gonna fuck the shit out you? You know that? He don't care if you're a man or a woman, because he want his nut. That's nature right there. That's nature right there. You can't use that reproduction shit
That doesn't make it wrong. We are natural.
Let me tell you why you can't. Hold on. Let me tell you why you can't.
But in the same sense.
Let me tell you why we can't. Because nature and the Bible dictates that we go out, marry, reproduce, be fruitful, and multiply. A lot of y'all out here having sex with no intention of ever having kids. A lot of y'all having sex right now, and you're having sex with somebody you don't want to have kids with.
Because
never
we're
plan on having
taught. Because
kids
we're
with.
taught to.
First off, the VSOP on 10 right now. The VSOP is working right now. You feel me? It's work it.
We're not taught to use a condom. If we was not taught to use a condom, we wouldn't do it.
Look at his face. Where's the camera?
We still don't do what we're told.
You as a man, we only do what we're told. We only do what we're told when it's worked in our favor.
You as a man,
Okay.
would you grow your child up learning that gay goes on and these things are happening in the world? Are you cool with showing your son or daughter that on TV as you're sitting down?
When I sit down and talk to my child about a man and a woman, I'm gonna also let him know that there's people who don't go with what's normal, what we consider is normal. There's people who are different than us. It's not right or wrong, it's different. Because you know what I want? I don't want my child to turn out. God forbid I'm old school, so I don't want my child to be gay because that's stressful. I don't have to have that conversation with him. If my child is gay, I want him to be able to come and tell me like, yo, Pops, hold on, let me finish. I want my child to be able to come and tell me why, because I don't want him going through that stress of not being able to accept himself and then he being crazy. But now, you know what that creates? What I really don't like? I don't have a problem with gay dudes. I don't like down low niggas. Right. That pisses me off. For one thing, you sitting here wasting these women time. I could be fucking her life up. Let's be real. You sitting here wasting these women time. You making the rest of us look bad. They already swear all these black men is gay. You know why they think all these black men is gay? Because so many of us have been raised by parents to think it's not okay. Yeah, that movie was crazy. To think it's not okay, so then when they are, they hide it and they play that down low role, and then they start thinking everybody in the down low.
Okay, but
down low, I'm not with that.
Referring back
if
to what
you
you said,
be 100, say that. Live your life the way you are. You feel me?
All right, but boom. Referring back to what you said, you're gonna explain to them that it's different now in the times that we live in now, right? Social media, hashtags, and all that stuff. You know, what I mean, you typing in different. Different is the new cool. So now you're telling your kid that it's different, right? He goes to school now. The kid's like, yo, you gotta be different.
Once upon a time, they told me it was cool to wear capris and fucking long white tees. You know what I had on? Jeans. Telling somebody something's cool is gonna make them do it. If your child is straight, your child will be straight.
You know how much influence words
you have no faith in yourself as a
children?
parent.
Hold on. At that age, they
have no faith in yourself.
Hold on. Hey. It's understood, and it needs to be a common ground with this. There are obviously different people. They obviously live different ways. There are different races, all of that shit. So the problem is, it's not a problem. Really, we just have different things that we would like to have going on in our world or our children's world. It's inevitable though. It's gonna be there, and whether you accept it or not, your child may or may not be gay. From birth, I believe, because you know when you like something that everybody else don't like. Like, let's be honest. Sorry, no, I'm joking.
Listen, I'm speaking as a parent. I have a son. You feel me?
Me too.
I spoke to this with my son. And the funny thing is, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, yo, it's you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put something in his mind that shouldn't be there. All I told him was, yo, check this out. That is not good. You know what I'm saying? You have your own choices you can make, but I'm telling you that is not good. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right from wrong.
You feel me? In my eyes, you shouldn't do those things, and in God's eyes, you shouldn't do those things.
Right between.
You know what I'm saying?
Where?
But listen, that's. I'm not gonna tell you.
That's what a man wrote in the book for you to tell you that God don't like. God is not saying right here. Hey, worst come to worst, I would strike that person down.
We do not know that. At the end of the day, we do not know that. So therefore, what I was taught, I'm gonna install into him. You feel me? I was taught that, yo, it's not good. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Don't disrespect them. Don't violate them. But at the end of the day, don't go that route. Listen, at the end of the day, go this route. And that's what I'm teaching him.
You're telling them what to do.
That's not right. Hold on. What to do. Listen. Time out.
It's debatable because y'all are sitting here saying that y'all are telling this child what to do. You can't tell anybody what to do. You have to explain to them. You have to explain.
Wait, hold on. So all y'all know how to bring
We don't know how to work.
So
that's why you question your kids,
bro.
Just talk to them. And if you talk to them, you would know.
Yes, bro. You understand how the brain works. It's framework. You don't think a nigga is born just didn't wake up like his brain is just off. Like nigga might wake up and he gonna be a killer.
Right.
No matter what you say to him, he's gonna be a killer.
Right.
Next kid, he wake up no matter what you tell him, he gonna rape. Yeah. And you can't tell him nothing because his brain wants to do it.
Right.
We all watch that movie Split. So y'all telling me that man woke up and somebody kept telling him shit that made him have 21 people in his brain?
First of all, that's a disease that you cannot, that has to be helped.
Bro, you know why it's called a disease? You know why it's called a disease? Because you can't understand it.
You can't help it.
You know why it's called a disease? Because you can't
You have
understand
to be
it.
helped. That's how you
No,
So tell me what back, hold on. So tell me what bacteria is in him that's making him do that. If it's a disease.
You can't say that.
What's the germ? What's the
But at the
bacteria?
end of the day, but at the
AIDS? That's a bacteria. We know how that come across.
That's a
So tell
fact.
me how the man got 21 people in him. What's the bacteria?
only thing that
So what is schizophrenic? What is being bipolar?
What's the bacteria?
What is all those
It's
things?
It's
All of that is
imbalance,
defined
bro.
just how people are telling you to
Next week.
define
Yo,
whether or not
balance.
homosexuality is wrong or not. All of that is a definition from a man.
Yo, close this, right?
Yo, your parents, if your parents didn't tell you to wash your ass, brush your teeth.
You're not doing it.
Bro, you going back to the wrong part, bro.
No, but he's about to make a point. Let him finish. He's about to make a point. Finish.
How you know?
If your parents.
I'm just saying how you know right now.
My nigga, he was agreeing with you and you messing up.
He
Right
said-
now.
Go ahead, guys. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead. Talk.
We went and wash our asses and
Your
shit.
parents were there to guide you. Your parents were there
The
to
word here
guide
is
you.
guide.
And
Guidance.
From what
That's-
their knowledge is.
exactly.
That's it.
So, but
What's their
but
knowledge?
with their knowledge, they also taught you how to care for yourself, how to feed yourself, and how to everything else. So,
School.
him telling his son is not right because that's what he was brought up and that's what his family
Installed in me.
It's
not wrong.
It's not
It's an
wrong.
opinion.
It still
It's like
cannot
y'all have your
guarantee that
opinions.
his son will
Yo,
not
But look,
I
the same way you said it's an opinion.
Now let him finish. I'm sorry to interrupt him, but I was just saying we on the same page here. Go ahead.
He still, I feel like he still let his son know, like, yo, you can talk to me about it if you ever make that choice.
Otherwise, we leave it down low.
Yo, real shit though. Real talk.
So
Alright,
who's
this
the
is the last
What talking about?
Son,
Fuck out of here.
who's to say what's
You
right?
talking some dumb shit right now.
Hey, I'm about to be gay just for this
Hold on.
occasion.
But at the same time, Lamar and everybody in here, who's to say what's right and who's wrong? Because we read something
That's
that
my
means that
point.
it's right, that means that it's wrong. We don't know what the
That's the only thing we got to
absolute.
go
We
off
don't. We go off of what we
You know
what we
what?
know what we're
That's-
taught. But at the same time,
because
we
that's
don't. We don't know.
Yeah, we
We
gonna next week. Next
that's the whole
next
thing.
week.
That's how
Next
we're
week.
doing this.
Nature and
you act
all
like
that stuff. But at the
Because
same
naturally,
That's how we go. That's how we go.
naturally,
No,
hold on.
hold on. But
Let's say-
natural and science is two completely different things.
Exactly.
It's something that you're taught. Science is something that you're
but
taught.
they meet
Hold on,
at some
hold on,
point. Like
hold
2
on.
plus 2 equals 4.
Hold on.
Those were
Hold on, but wait,
experiments.
but wait.
Naturally.
2 plus 2
No.
equals 4 is something that you were told. That's something that you were taught. You didn't come out the womb knowing that 2 plus 2 is 4.
Like
Somebody
1
could have
plus
told you 2
3
plus 2.
equal-
But hold
1
on.
plus 3
But somebody
equals 4.
could have told you 2
That
plus
goes
2
back
is
to my
7.
point.
And that's something that you was taught. 2
All
plus 2 is 7.
right. We're gonna end it on that note.
So there's no point to say like what's right and what's
Oh, we
wrong.
got to.
That's something that you taught.
And it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Until next week.
Next week,
people.
son. I ain't even playing no music.
I
You gotta play music, bro. You gotta
appreciate
you gotta
y'all
play 1 or 2 tunes,
for
bro.
listening.
Get out of here.
Everybody in tight.
We-
Fire.
To all my
It's
viewers
gonna be
right
over
now,
for y'all, but y'all can keep talking in the
we
comments.
are on the way to Slice 75 Piedmont Road.
Yo, tell me about the call.
Piedmont
A shot of Henny, and a slice for $8.
Hey.
A shot of Henny and a slice for $8. Until next week,
It's the most.
9 p.m.
It's the most touchy topic.
It's the mix up.
Exactly.
That's because